Okay. It is the one and only RonintheTraveler, man. First off, excuse the noise, man. I'm here in the barrio, and sometimes it can get loud. But look, gotta ask the good question, my one of the channel members. I've answered this before, but we're gonna get into it. The brother saying he is in desperate need to escape the matrix, but he only have $1,200 a month. Can you survive? Surviving and thriving is two different things. So let me give you an example. Absolutely, a person who's programmed this way can live like this. What I mean like this, I'm gonna go into a few steps. Price points. So I recommend having more. I've been living lately under $1,200 every month, easy, staying in a Dominican barrio. So, but I'm gonna tell you, I recommend at least having $2,000 myself personally. I myself bring in close to $5,000 a month. I'm saving to buy a nice condo in Piantini. I know you always see me doing videos about Piantini and stuff, but let me be honest with you about one thing. I didn't know Dominican Republic at all until I really moved into a barrio. You know, staying in tourist areas and stuff and watching YouTube, you learn a few things, but you don't really interact with the people on a realistic level to really know the real deal. I didn't learn as much as I thought till now. Man, I've learned so much about Dominican culture and family and bills and stuff, man, and how a normal Dominican makes it. And man, look, they're happy with the little bit that they got, you know. It almost reminded me of, I know y'all saw that movie, The Last Samurai. Tom Cruise he went to this Japanese village looking at how people did. That's kind of what this reminded me of. I had a lot of hesitation about actually staying in a place like this, man. And to be fair, I had to definitely get some things right, but let's get into it. So this house, told y'all before, it's right at $200 a month with the light bill is $250 a month for a 3-bedroom house, 2-bathroom. And next bill is my internet. I wanted a good internet. I pay like $60 a month. So that's $310 right there. Very cheap. Where can you stay in the United States for $310? The water here is free. That's some of the main things right there. So the next biggest bill I have is food. And the food is cheap. We do like a communal thing, right? So we got us here. Her family lives on this street. Mother-in-law, brothers, some of them, they live in the same area. So we all kind of put together the pot, make it cheaper. We buy a lot of meat. My mother-in-law cooks a lot. She cooks when she come home. So I spend myself probably about $250 to $300 a month. So that's what I contribute. So we like at $600 and something. That's kind of, and then the gas, for the gas we spend 500 pesos on every month. That's, some people might get it cheaper. We about 500 because we cook a lot. That's about $8. So everything is kind of done on that end for under, like right at $600 and something. Another bill I have, and this gonna go into the con. I live about 15-20 minutes away from the Sosua strip. When I want to go hang out with the guys and go kick it on the beach or something, I have to catch rides. We have scooters here, but since my foot messed up, I can't go hop on a scooter. But so I have to get taxi cabs and stuff. So I got a guy who will pick me up and bring me, live in the neighborhood for under 1,000 pesos. That's the total trip. So I have to pay that any time I go. That's one of the cons. But let's get into some pros first. A good pro of this place, man, is it's like you are close to the beach and things are so cheap. I don't know how people make it in the United States. In the United States, I have a good salary because I do real estate. But still, even with that, I don't know how a regular person makes it in the United States right now. It's just so freaking expensive. I'm talking about to rent, buy, and I own a few houses and I got them on Section 8, and I get a guaranteed check. That's how I'm able to do it. But man, I don't know how people can afford $2,900 a month rent. It's ridiculous. And depending on where you at, New Orleans right now is ridiculous for apartments. It's just, if you price down, you're in the hood. You worrying about some You worrying about some killer, murder. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be careful. And I know every city different. I'm just talking about from my area. But I'll tell you. So that's a plus to be able to live over here. Great food, great things. And now let me talk cons. I did this before. Here's some cons about over here. I had to make this house ready. When I moved in here, there was no air conditioning. When you rent Dominican houses, there's normally nothing. No refrigerator, no stove. So we had to get all these things. Damn sure wasn't no air conditioning. It was hot as hell. I wasn't gonna make it. I'm too spoiled. I'm a big guy. So we got an air conditioning, stove, refrigerator. Those are things you gotta keep in mind. So you always want to have a little savings. So thank God the chick I ride with, she knew how to get all this stuff for cheaper. So we was able to get that. Next thing, the power cuts out a lot. So I had to get an inverter. It cost about $500 to $600 to get an inverter. But so what the inverter does is, once the power cuts off, it's some batteries. It kick right back on, saving you some trouble. So now I got it hooked to my internet, so I don't have to worry about my internet going out. That's the thing I care about. Internet and air conditioning. I'm good on everything else. So next con, sometimes they don't have water, so you need to have a big water tank on top of your house. And not the water situation, it only happened twice since I've been living here. You know, it only happened twice where we didn't have water. We had to get water. My mother-in-law and them sell water, so it wasn't a real big deal to me. Look, I'm from Louisiana, lived in New Orleans most of my life, Baton Rouge, Houma. I'm used to hurricanes and all that when we don't have electricity and water, so that didn't really bother me. But one thing that did bother me, let me tell you something, man. I was in the bathroom one night full of these beers, and I'm taking a leak, and I'm pissing on stuff like R. Kelly. I look down and I see a spider big as my hand. Freaked me out. I called him Lil Henry. Ran out of the bird still out, messed up. Cause look, we have windows like this here on this house. We have like the shutters. So you live in a in-house, outhouse kind of experience. So sometimes critters get in there. So that's what I tell cats. If you want to have a higher budget, if you're not cut like that to live like that, you want to have more of a budget. That's why I was saying more. Now look, you can get a good place just better than this, $500-600, definitely, in a better neighborhood. Like I tell you, I'm just saving right now. I'm just saving cake. I'm spending most months less than $1,000, man. And that's with me drinking all the time, doing what I want to do. Man, who can live like that? So I'm just stacking where I can buy the condo I want to buy in Piantini cash. I'm gonna buy it outright. So that's what I'm doing right now. And then with that, once I move in there, it's gonna be paid off. I pay my little maintenance fees. I'm gonna go buy another project somewhere, and that's how you do it. So it's very easy to make it here, but it's about how you do your program. The number one thing that gets most guys, and I had to kind of deal with this, the women. If you're running a lot of women, your $1,200 budget is gone. I'm gonna tell you, you ain't gonna make it, big dog. You gotta kind of have one little chick, because you gotta look at it. Dominicans make it easy. The average Dominican make $375. So even when she got a husband and wife, they ain't making too much money. Your $1,200 budget is still better than that. But if you running a different woman every night, man, I did that. When I first came here, I had $100,000 in the bank, and I was blowing it fast as hell. It was like Brewster's Millions. I was spending so much money, but it was me. I'm wilding out. Like I was like Scarface, how he had all the coke on the table. I had, like me myself, I had butt cheeks everywhere. I had women coming in, women coming out. She wasn't handling her business. Adios. So I'm gonna tell you, you have to see what kind of lifestyle you want to do. And I tell men, all men are different. Everybody got their way they do things, but yeah, you can definitely survive on $1,200 if you really want to. I got homies right now in Asia living on $1,000, on $800. It's just who you are as a person. Now, if you know that you're gonna be partying, going out every night, you ain't gonna make it. I don't even go on the Sosua Strip that much, man. I might go once or twice a week, because I tell you, I gotta pay somebody to do that. I'm content right here at the house. I'm cool. I got everything. Then I'm not trying to change their werewolf all the time. I got the bars on the house for a reason. The bars are not to keep anybody from coming in. It's to keep me from going out. I'm gonna cut up. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, man. But I wouldn't trade this opportunity, man. I'm telling you, it's hot here. I'm sweating. It's good for my foot nerve. Y'all know I broke my foot. My foot got messed up. The heat over here helps the nerves of my foot. So I'm loving it. I drink, relax, feel good. Don't have to worry about the stresses. This is another part of one of the benefits that while a lot of people are moving here. I don't have a TV. I don't watch the news. I don't, when I'm in the United States, first thing I see, Republican, Democrat, black, white, they're fighting. Oh, Trump, this, that, mom. It's just so much stuff. The media break people up. The media creates more and more racism. It's the media, man. A lot of stuff that the media does is to keep people apart. And I just don't have those problems here. I get along with everybody. You're not gonna have them problems, man. So you can get spots for cheap here. You can live the kind of lifestyle you want. It's actually an easy thing to do. You just gotta have the right connections. One of my homeboys from the United States moved here recently. He lives in a neighborhood not far from here. He's paying $175 and he loves it and he feels happy and he's doing it. So yeah, man, you can survive, you can thrive. It just depends on you as a person. That's something you have to deal with within yourself, but you don't have to do that. I recommend $2,000 a month. Got $2,000 a month, single man, you're gonna live very good. I guarantee you. You can get you a nice spot. So just wanted to answer that, man. I'm gonna be answering a lot of you guys' questions. Y'all sending them to me. I'm not doing nothing, man. Just relaxing at the house. So I'll answer. Dude, want to know about Dominican families, what you got to do, where they fleece you. Man, I'm gonna start answering more and more of your questions. And any guys who have any questions, remember, this is my life. People, man, my life, my inverter ain't cost this, mine ain't cost. This is my life. Everybody got their own program. That's the word I'm gonna use, program. This is my program. This is how I live. So if you have questions about how I live and how I was able to do a lot of things and free myself from the plantation, because that's the most important thing, man. Freeing yourself from the plantation. And you know what? In closing, America is designed to keep you on the plantation. It only spits out enough money for you to kind of live. By the time you buy your food, pay your bills, you don't have nothing left to save. Then the only way that you can really make it if you're married or two of y'all coming together. But in America, they're destroying marriage. This is part of the reason how they keep you on the plantation. They're letting women become more and more masculine, letting men become more and more feminine. Those things won't work, man. So I'm out, man. Thank all you guys for rocking out with the channel. We are out.